my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe.
Guys, please subscribe, turn on that notifications bell, and follow me on Instagram. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be reviewing the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette.
So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so I've just tied my hair back. The first shadow I'm using is called Bay, and that is going all over my eyelids, especially under my brows. I'm just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to do this and just apply it all over your eyelid just to set any concealers in place. So the next eyeshadow that I'm using is called Sandalwood, and it's just a neutral brown shade which I'm using as my transition color. I'm applying this with a MAC 217 brush, and I'm concentrating more on the inner portion of the lid. And now I'm using this beautiful shadow called Henna, and I'm applying that into the crease as well. Again, I'm concentrating more on the inner 2/3 of the lid. So next I'm taking an angled brush from MAC. This is MAC's 275 SE. I guess it's like a travel size brush. I'm going in with the color Cocoa, which is a darker ashy brown. And I'm applying this into my crease, but I'm keeping it more concentrated this time. And I'm creating a halo shape around my eyes, meaning I'm going to create like a half circle, and then the inner portion of the eyelids is going to be empty. I always keep one of these kinds of fluffy brushes handy when I'm doing my eye makeup, just because when you're doing your eyeshadow, if you make any mistakes or have any harsh lines, you can just clean them up as you're going along. To deepen the cut crease even more and to add more depth to my eyes, I am taking the matte black eyeshadow from this palette, and the brush I'm using is an angled liner brush from Real Techniques, and I'm basically applying this into the crease, but I'm keeping the black shadow more concentrated, and to create more of a halo shape, I'm adding a little bit of the black shadow on the inner and the outer corners of the eyelids as well. And now I'm using a cream colored pencil, and I'm applying this onto the center of my lid. This is going to act as a base for the shimmery shadows I'm going to apply next. Alright guys, so now I'm going to use my first shimmery shadow from this palette. It is called Angelic, and I found it easiest to just use my fingers to apply any of the glitter or shimmer shadows that are in this palette. For some reason, using a brush kind of didn't pack the color on as I would have wanted it to. The next eyeshadow I'm using is called Man Eater. This was probably my most favorite shadow in this entire palette. I just love like this kind of brick burgundy reddish color. I don't know, I just loved it. I think it's perfect for fall and winter. And I'm basically just using this eyeshadow as like another halo inside the halo. So the lighter pink shadow that I applied earlier, this is going around that shadow. And I'm using a small pencil brush to apply this. And now I'm applying one of the textured shadows from this palette. I'm using the color Rose Gold, and this is sort of a little more gritty and glittery than the other angelic color that I used earlier. Again, I found using my fingers was best for the shadow. I tried it with a dry brush and then a wet brush, and it didn't work as well as it did with my fingers. And as always guys, I'm going back in with my fluffy shadow brush just to blend out any harsh edges. And in all that blending, I did lose some of that burgundy shadow, so I'm taking Man Eater again, and I'm applying this back into the inner halo. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyeliner. So to make the rose gold shadow stand out even more, I only applied the eyeliner on the outer third and the inner third of my lids. I left the center portion out just because I wanted the rose gold to pop even more. Alright, so the lashes that I'm using today are by BeCCA and Eyelure, and these are called Bronze Beauty. Now these are synthetic lashes, but they're designed to look like they're mink lashes, and honestly they're really pretty and really comfortable. Okay, so now I'm just filling in my waterline using a black eye pencil. I also tightlined with this. This pencil is by Jordana Cosmetics. Looking good so far. I have to say I really like this palette. And for my lower lid, I am actually mixing Henna and Sandalwood. Those were the two transition colors that I used earlier in my upper crease, and I just applied those using a small eyeshadow brush under my lower lash line. I wanted a hint of that burgundy on my lower lash line as well, so I'm taking a really skinny, thin angled brush and going in with that Man Eater color, and I'm applying this really close to my lower lashes. And next I use Black Truffle, which is the matte black shadow in this palette, and I'm applying this into almost my waterline, but not really. It's kind of going into the roots of my lashes. I just really wanted the black liner in my waterline to stand out even more and look extra dark so that it makes the burgundy and the rose gold stand out more as well. I felt like the black eye pencil faded a little bit, so I went back and added some more into my waterline. I fell in love with the shade Moon Dust from this palette. It's just like the perfect dull gold but with a hint of vanilla, slightly shimmery but not too shiny or glittery. Just love this color, guys. I think it's like the perfect color for highlighting under your brows and also the inner corners of your eyes. Just look at how it defines and brings out the shape of my brows, and all I'm really doing is just applying the tiniest amount under the arch of the brow. I think this is a really well thought out palette because it has like the perfect base colors, the transition colors, it has a matte black shadow which is super important, and then really pretty shimmers. It was a little bit hard to work with those shimmers in the beginning, but once you kind of play around with the palette, you'll figure it out. I applied some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and that completes the eyes. I really love how they turned out.
So today, for my lips, I'm going to actually use a lip plumper on them. So this part is going to go at the top, and this part is going to go at the bottom. This is going to give you a little bit of bruising the next day. I'm scared. Alright guys, let's give this a go. So you squeeze it, and then you apply it to your lips, and you let the suction go. I only did that for like 30 seconds. Your lips feel like a little bit sore, especially the bottom one because it has that little line that kind of cuts into your lip. And now I'm going to do it for a longer time. I'm going to go a whole minute now. I wish I had a natural lip crack. My lips look massive. I kind of like it. It's really hard to do your lip liner after you do your lips with this thing because it's just like you don't know, or you're not used to lining your lips like this.
Yeah, the lip liner was definitely a little bit of a challenge just because it's not my natural lip shape and I'm not used to lining my lips this way. But anyway, do the best that you can. And after that, I'm going in with a bronzy lip gloss on the outer corners of my lips. This is a discontinued gloss by Benefit Cosmetics.
I'm going to use this Victoria's Secret lip gloss. Just want to keep it like looking at like it's my natural lip, but it's not. I mean, not that there's anything natural about my lips right now. You get what I mean though. I want to keep it sort of like a flesh tone color. So would you guys ever get lip injections or lip implants? Tell me, or if you've had them, tell me your experience and whether you recommend getting them or not.
For blush, I used MAC's Gingerly, which I thought was perfect for the color combination in this look.
Then my highlighter is going to be the BECCA Champagne Pop, of course. This highlight is seriously gorgeous. So this is how the look turned out. Using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette.
Guys, please subscribe, turn on that notifications bell, and follow me on Instagram. All the details from today's look will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Take care. Mwah.